Hey, dude. I think I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I'm just gonna mute the stream to not get an echo. Yeah, no good.
All right. Oh, that's awesome. Anyways, hello. I guess we are
Hi.
having a call with you.
Yeah. No, I wanted to change it, but yeah, I guess it didn't go through.
Oh, yeah. Did you message me about it? Maybe I missed that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, would you like to introduce yourself then? I've got everything
Um,
ready now.
yeah, sure. I'll just repeat what I am Dirk. I'm still a student at the Breda University, and I'm finally, I'm right now finishing my last year, and since 1 year ago, I finally started to go full on lighting. Before that, I was really insecure about it. I thought there were no jobs for it, or I would never get an internship, but I just gave it a chance.
Cool. So wait, so have you landed an internship yet, or is that what you're looking for?
No, I just well, I did get finally hired for a job now.
Oh, dude,
Um,
awesome.
yeah. I'm really happy about that. So I'm going to join a splash damage around September.
Oh, dude, awesome.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
So, okay, so we've got some lighting posts here.
Yeah, that's the last one. I
Oh,
have
I
to
remember
admit,
this,
I
dude.
did not process the feedback you gave me because I,
No, I
I
remember
figured
this
this
though.
wouldn't be on my portfolio for very long. So, yeah,
That's what we all think, and then we forget, and it
yeah,
just keeps building.
it just keeps going. Yeah,
But no, I totally remember this though, and it's been so
yeah,
long that like
it's been a little while. Yeah.
I can't even remember what the feedback was like. I'm
Well,
always giving feedback, man.
I do remember. I think, especially in the top image, you can
Hmm.
see how I didn't really separate the background very well. Like you could really see into the temple, but I should have just sort of fogged it off or darkened it in the background.
Oh, in the
Yeah, right
doorway.
there. Yeah, in the doorway.
Yes,
Like it was a
I
really good
remember
point.
now.
I was like, when I'm going to process this
I mean, you
feedback?
could go into Photoshop and just mask it out, darken it
Yeah,
a little
just
bit, and then just repost the
exactly.
image.
Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, last year, um, I was actually in Bulgaria when you gave me the review. I was there on the balcony trying to get a bit of internet connection.
Oh my god.
Because the interview was delayed or something, or the review was delayed by 2 weeks, I think. So
Mm, dude. Okay, so this one feels familiar too. Did I look at this one? I don't think I did.
I
This
don't
one's 7 months
know.
ago.
Not
I
the
mean, this
review, at least.
this looks pretty cool though. There's a lot of storytelling going on here. It's
Mm.
really bright inside the inside this place. What's
Yeah,
like
it's
what's
it's a
going on
bit
here?
too stylistic. So the idea is just like this is actually the exterior version
Of the
of
next
a yeah of the
this
post-apocalyptic
one.
relight. Like yeah, I guess it makes more
Ah,
sense. Yeah, exactly.
yes.
So there are just spores, and he's going to clean up the interior of the biomass
Yeah.
to make it livable again. So basically, he's a post-apocalyptic pesticide control.
Wow. And he's gonna make this place livable again.
I mean,
Good
it
luck,
needs a
man.
bit more than removing the pesticide, but
Yeah.
this entire village is getting cleared out, so eventually people would start to get living there again. That's the
Oh man,
idea.
I love that you know the like. Oh yeah, eventually they'll clear the whole village. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
That's totally gonna have to be on the paper when someone rents this place out. Oh yeah,
Hmm.
this place
Yeah.
used to have an alien infestation, but we took care of
Disclaimer.
it. Um, so okay, so when I look at this overall image, there is a
Mhm.
lot going on,
Yeah, I think
but
there's too much going on
there's
when
a there's
I'm
some
looking at it
storytelling
again.
going on as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so. There's the trash and like cans and containers props, and then
Mm.
the fire hydrant. I
Mm.
think those two elements are the thing that are the strangest, and I think it's because I don't understand where the road is. But then again, post-apocalyptic,
Yeah,
there aren't
it's
really
very
roads.
overgrown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will not make that much sense from this camera angle. That's right.
Mm. Yeah. So that I mean, I guess with the idea of it being overgrown, it becomes difficult to understand.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I should have decluttered it a bit for readability.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh man. Okay. Give me 1 second here. I'm just gonna make sure I close the stream critiques channel so that I don't disappoint too many people.
Oh, it's flooding in.
Yeah, I just don't want to. I don't want him to be like, oh,
Mm, mm.
I'm sorry. Okay. So the thing I think that sticks out the most in this image is the trees in the back. In
Oh,
the way they're being affected by the lighting. Because like
oh, that's right.
as because this is an Unreal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like as they get further away, you have to go in and manually start pushing the real time shadows back unless you bake your lighting. And I think even
Oh,
then the baked
that could have
lighting,
been the case.
yeah, I think even then at some distance the baked lighting starts to go away as well.
Yeah.
So you can see like this tree that I have my mouse on, or it's like the center of
Mm-hmm.
the shot but
It's
further
very
back.
bright. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very bright
Ah,
or very like unlit. Like it almost looks diffuse only,
it
right?
is. It does look like that.
So and it's
Okay.
because it doesn't have the only thing I think that's really affecting it is any atmosphere that you put into the scene.
Mm.
So watching out for those types of those issues and trying to push
Yeah.
them, uh, that's something to look out for. And then
Yeah.
also the trees that are up close are so dark
Yeah.
that they kind of have the similar problem. Let me see if I can copy this, and I just want to see if I can like, yeah, I want to see if I can push if there's any values in there to push on. Doesn't look like it. Maybe I need to be set to shadows. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. There's information in there. This is good.
Yeah.
This is good. I just need to find the right brush. Yeah, because like you can see as you
Mm-hmm.
push these elements up,
Yeah.
now now they're not as dark. Of course, this is kind of clunky how I'm doing this, and it's pushing the colors in all types of weird ways. But
Mm-hmm.
there's much more stuff going on when it comes to that, and then using the atmosphere, you can push elements back. I'm just gonna like poor man's job here.
Right. You can just get rid of that by
Yeah, and then but if
using the
you
font
lower
probably.
the now you get like more
Ah,
depth.
yeah, this is better layering. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Should have done more aggressive job. I've tried it also with fog cards to get some more texture, but I
Oh
think
yeah,
I was too
that would
gentle
do it
with it.
as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
I go really extreme and then dial it back. And I that I've noticed that works really well in game development as well. It's
yeah,
like, oh, the theme needs to be like alien infestation, and
right.
definitely you nailed it in this image, right?
Mm.
And just overdoing the infestation and then pulling it back where it doesn't make sense or it's
Yeah,
messing with the composition.
yeah, yeah. That's also the approach I did for the lighting. I tried different key lightings. I even had a light blasting through the doorway behind the character, and or I tried to use most of the lighting coming in from the tree rather than from the windows, and then I sort of do an overkill intensity, and then I bring it back and see which one of the key lights work best.
Yeah, it's definitely dabbling, right? Going back and forth and just
Yeah.
trying to get it to work.
Mm.
This is interesting that you're showing the image and keep zooming in on the face. Is there
Yeah,
a reasoning for that?
it is a kind of awkward composition now. I had some different screenshots in between with different detail lightings. I'm actually not sure if I want to keep the detail lighting because it's a bit messy when it comes to all the different cards displayed.
Mm. Yeah,
Mm.
and with the DOF, like the depth of
Yeah, there
field.
is an error, I think. It's a depth of field
Yeah,
transparency error. Oh yeah, and I know how to
yeah.
fix that actually. Yeah,
Oh, really?
okay. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I just adjusting
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it's on the material, right? So render
Hmm.
depth of field after translucency or something in that
Yeah, so
area.
this
I'm
is
not
I
sure.
think this is forward rendering, so it happens on
Right.
top.
Yeah.
Uh, and it never happens before it doesn't happen before the post processing pass, so it's
Uh,
excluded from post processing.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a funny one. I think that this detail shot is quite
Mhm.
interesting because you get to see a little bit of the technical
Yeah.
understanding of like how you're trying to build the scene out, like
Mhm.
lighting and
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
positioning of your emissives. Um, yeah, I don't know if you need this last shot with the face zoom in,
Yeah,
unless you're
same.
really gonna push, like
I
if you're
already
really
I
gonna push that
expected
skin.
this. Mm. Yeah, and I just wanted to have one close-up shot, but I do realize it looks a bit too much, like the shot before. So
Well,
I had to
because like
get rid of one.
this shot does the job, I think, for the
It
face.
does.
And then
It
when you
does.
get closer, the face starts to break down in the like how far you've pushed the quality, right? Like
Yeah, that's
it
true.
doesn't feel like there's subsurface going on.
No, no, no. It's not a
It's
super high quality model.
it's very old school,
Yes.
old school vibes. At least with the face. I mean,
Yeah.
some of the other details are fine.
I found a nice model, but it was 100 for one model from
Oh,
what's called Jama. Jama Jurabaev makes really high quality models, and I was like, no. My student one was like, nah.
man, that's you should link that in the chat. I bet people would be really interested to find out what this place is. The who is it? It was an artist you were mentioning, or
Oh,
like
I mentioned the artist that made also sort of hazmat suit character that I wanted to buy.
right? Yeah, dude.
Do you mean that?
Yeah, I think that'd be really interesting because like people are always really scared to share or not share, but to use other artists' content inside of their scene.
Hmm.
Man, this
No,
is
I
really
love
cool how
his
you've done
work, which is super expensive. He now
it. Yeah,
created this this company called Big Medium Small, and he makes really high quality assets. He has a Wild West package. He made sort of Tomb Raider kind of package, Lost City. Let's see if I can find the hazmat suits. Let's see.
dude, that's crazy. Wow, this World War I trench area. So this is a relight.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. I also credit the artist in the
Yeah, that's
yeah, in the
awesome.
post. Yeah, it's from Martijn Petersen. He's an environment artist at Larian.
Do you have a? Is there a before?
You
Like,
would have to, yeah, you would have to check out his post.
okay,
Yeah, I didn't put it in mine
yeah. I guess
because
I mean
it would feel.
showing like a before, but maybe
Mm-hmm,
not the angle that they had posted.
mm-hmm.
So like a before relight, because then you really understand like how much work went into making
Yeah, that
making
is
it look the
true.
way that you made it look.
Um, I was thinking about it, but then it would feel like I'm dissing the previous artist. Like, oh, look at me, I'm. This is how you light it. Like, nice try, man, but this is how a lighter does it. So I don't know.
I mean,
But good point.
it might be worth doing a post like this where let's say you're like this is the mood I'm going for, and you
Mm,
have some images to the side, kind of like a mood board, and then you have like the little profile of the of was it Martine
yeah,
to the side here, and all of his renders. So you credit him and you
yeah.
show what it looks like, but then you
Mm,
also show like what you want to do
right.
in like mood shots, maybe from like films or like images that you're like, oh man, I really like the lighting or the mood in this
Yeah,
image.
at the bottom of the post, I do show my reference.
Oh, dude, this scene's really well done.
Thank
But the
you.
mood is like, oh yeah, okay,
Yeah, that's it. So I was using both Battlefield reference and part of the cinematic. So part of the video
hmm
has a plane crash, and that was from 1917 that I got inspired by.
yeah, I remember this. This trailer was quite interesting.
Yeah, I really like this image because it has the cold sort of after battle and the cold of war and how dramatic it is, but then just a bit of warm lighting
Yeah, it's like
coming
that
in
quite
and just
low sun.
yeah, yeah. I did make it
I
quite a
mean,
bit stronger than my reference, so yeah.
you did get that feeling though. It's quite
Mm,
interesting.
thanks.
But yeah, I think if you were to do this and like
Hmm.
text above it saying like visual direction, and
Yeah,
then like maybe like a spot like artist spotlight, and then Martine, and then all the
yeah, yeah.
thumbnails, because then you're not taking Martine's work, but then you're also crediting them in the post even further.
Hmm.
And then it's like you could make it so you scroll down, and because when you scroll, how would it work here if I close this? If I scroll all the way down and you get to that image,
Hmm.
you could even put an arrow in the art that says "click here for read more." You
Yeah,
could point to the side text. This is really well done though.
thanks.
And then we've got this horror farmhouse relight.
Yeah, there's also a scene that I really gave my own twist. I used a lot of different scenes and assets to build something different from the original farmhouse scene. And then I went for Resident Evil 7 Biohazard as my main reference
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to do mm, one more horror-like lighting scene, or one more, actually, just one horror lighting scene, which I always really like to do. I played a lot of yeah, Resident Evil 7 Biohazard
I
and
mean, with the
was called
fridge, of
Outlast.
course you did.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. This one I think is a bit too bright. I ended up making it a bit too bright compared to the others, but
Yeah, it does feel like there's some areas that almost you would expect to lose the, like you would still see information, but you're not really
mhm.
able to discern
Yeah, it
the
is this
details.
battle, right? Like
Yeah.
you kind of want to show information because just making it too dark makes you a bit lighter. But on the other hand, you have
You're
to
gonna watch out for
show
those
that
dark
you're doing,
values.
huh?
Those the no information pixels are a danger zone.
Yeah, it is very dangerous, yeah. But I did want to push like to get a true black somewhere in the scene. I know it's kind of not done in games, but I figured it was a horror cinematic, and if you combine those two things, you do have some reason to get some really high contrast or pockets of black at least
Dude,
going somewhere.
there's some creepiness vibes going on here. This one, for example, really makes me
Yeah.
uneasy.
But
uh
yeah, I think the videos are a bit better than than the stills on themselves.
yeah.
But yeah.
Oh man, there's some nice materials in this one too. Because just the differences.
Hmm.
Let's see. I'm not I can't do the music.
Hmm. Copyright, Twitch would
that
pull you down.
Well, there's that, but then
No.
there's also like maybe you'd make me even more uncomfortable, and I don't know if I can handle that right now.
All
Uh,
right. There's some creepy audio. The audio is definitely tying this all together.
yeah. Oh man,
Yes. So
dude, this
missing
shot.
out.
What the hell? So the darkness in this still is much better. It is really dark
Yes,
in
I.
some, but it is starting to get that effect. Ooh, this
Mhm.
is yeah, yeah. That's pretty cool, man.
Thanks.
If you have the camera moving a little bit slower, you can add a little bit of play on the roughness of the counter
Yeah,
of
yeah.
just
I
like
was. Yeah.
greasy
Mm,
fingers or like stuff that was
mm,
smudged
mm.
around or
Yeah. Good point.
oh man, dude, even the camera, like it's not just rotating.
No, it's
It,
handheld.
it's like ugh,
Yeah.
it's got the
I
wiggle of the
spent so much
handheld.
time on camera work.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh wow, there's a person in the water.
Yeah, it's super creepy. With audio, this thing is really, it's something. Horror comes with audio.
Dude, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
What else is in the water there? Is that some
It's
of the
some
stuff from
gore.
the
It's
alien?
yeah, it's some of it's
Is it from
that's
is it from here? It feels like it's this stuff.
oh no, it's actually different, but I could have used the same thing actually. Now I think about it. Yeah.
But no, I mean this is really cool.
Thank you.
I forget what it's called, but there's a camera tool where you can actually use your phone.
I tried this.
Did you
So
try it?
yes, I tried to use my use the iPad, but it was super laggy, and the
Hmm.
way to get it to work was not really the same as your cinematic camera, so I couldn't really
Okay.
swap between my sequencer and the virtual camera really well, so it just was a bit of a pain in the in the ass, but
Is it
um
so? Is that camera movement then? Are you keyframing those?
it's a bit of keyframing, and I have also found a couple pre-made animations for
Okay.
breathing, but I heavily tweaked those so that they are not too much or that the timings are right, etc. His camera movement's so bad. Okay.
I
Thanks,
mean,
man.
I
Thanks.
wouldn't
Yeah.
expect any other words from someone named cringe. Oh, that's
uh,
awesome. The scene is really good, and camera work is a pain to deal with.
it's a super big pain because cinematography is a whole different beast.
Uh, oh, I want to see it on Discord. Is Dirk on Discord? I don't.
Yeah, I am. Do I have to post it in one of the Dynasty channels?
Uh,
Or
I guess. I mean,
I could.
I don't know. I'll just Dirk what? Dirk what? I mean, is it? How long did it take you to work on this?
Oof. So I've went through
Oof.
different
Yeah, yeah.
I went through a lot of different stages in the scene. Also, when you scroll below, it has like more of the daylight, Last of Us kind of look. Um, for the let's see, just a bit, yeah, something more like this.
Mm.
And then it's like, no, I really want to chase more of a Resident Evil feeling. So I basically did everything twice
Man, you
before
are right though.
posting.
Between these two lightings, like one's like Resident Evil 7, and then the other one's definitely like a Last of Us vibe.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Well, I love both, so that's
But it's really interesting because there's a very clear distinction, but also I can see it.
mm.
This is really cool. But yeah, you were saying you did the scene twice. But
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
kind of did it twice. It took me a really long time to figure out the identity of the project because I wanted too much. Sometimes I just want too much, and you start to light 20 different rooms in this inside of this building, but
mhm,
none of then you have a lot of rooms where you feel like it's not good enough for the Artstation post. So you light a lot more than you actually show in the final product. You know, I guess
right.
everyone has this problem, but so I've been working on this for 2 months combined set dressing, cinematography, lighting it a couple times, lighting different new rooms. It even has a basement, and yeah, I spent some time in the scene. Also, I managed to wreck my video card by using ray trace global illumination. So sometimes it was a bit hard to work with the scene.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, 2 months. Oh, yeah, and also took some time to set dress.
Right, so you're
So
positioning to try and like push the story further, right?
yeah, yeah, exactly. So there a lot of different assets in my shots that are not actually in the scene by default.
You know, one of the things that's really difficult about building scenes where you can see the ceiling is
Mm.
ceilings are usually super boring. And somehow your ceiling is not all that boring, even though it's flat. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Um,
That's good.
it- I'm trying to think if there's. I mean, I really like the daylight
Mm.
versions
Mhm.
have the darkness that you're expecting in the crevices, but
Yeah,
then you can still kind of see everything as well.
yeah, that's yeah.
I think it's good that you ended up posting both of them.
Mm.
And yeah, I mean, I'm no lighting artist, right? Just to, but the stuff looks really cool. These candles are super bright.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to make him a bit obtrusive
Yeah,
because
okay.
Resident Evil has a lot of lights. They're not very gentle. They're just there to be in your face. You know, they just want to make everything unpleasant for you. So even the light is a bit unpleasant. But yeah, you're right. It's definitely a stylistic choice, not very realistic.
So okay, so you're starting your job. You said in September.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. And then is it, what's your goals now? Like, what are you trying to? Because now that you have a job
Hmm.
lined up, it gets kind of weird, right? A lot of people talk about like, oh, I now that I'm
Oh,
working, what do I do?
yeah.
And you kind
So
of feel
I
like you still
think
need to work on your portfolio, which you kind of don't really have to.
yeah, it does take a long time before you can put your work on your portfolio, right? For like, I'm going to work on like a title, but it might take
Hmm.
years to finish.
Yeah, who knows?
It's not
Who
even
knows when it
announced,
ships,
so
right?
like,
Yeah, who
when
knows
will
when
it
it
be on my
ships,
portfolio?
right?
So yeah, that's a good point. I might do some smaller experiments. So I think all
Mm,
of my projects has been a bit much on how far I wanted to set them, change the entire scene. I think in the future I would try to do smaller studies, maybe even limit them to blog posts.
yeah.
So yeah, but in the meanwhile, um, I'm going to take a at least a good month off before starting to work, before moving to the UK.
Yeah.
And the whole visa procedure is a bit of a pain in the butt right now because of Brexit.
Oh man. Yeah,
So
I've heard some stories about trying to get that working. Um
yeah, it's something. Yeah. So basically, they want my bachelor right now to as
mhm.
an evidence that that I mastered the English language. But I'm
Oh,
still studying, so now I have a small delay. So it's just a bit annoying. But yeah,
interesting. Okay.
yeah.
Well, So I guess it sounds like you're going to take a break and then you're going to
Yeah,
start your
yeah.
job. Is there, you said you wanted to do some studies.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out like what's a good thing for you to focus on.
Yeah, so I've seen a lot of cool studies come by. I think some people have done these really nice sort of museum-styled studies with almost only concrete structures. I think
Hmm.
I
Oh,
don't. I'm not
yes.
sure if you're familiar with Boone Cutter, uh,
Yes, yes, yes,
from Naughty
yes.
Dog, and he does this really well. And I think there's one artist from Activision or something. He did a really nice one. Yeah,
Yeah,
sort of
brutalism.
brutalism study. Yeah.
Definitely.
So I think that really works for lighters. So I might do that. Yeah, I might make my own brutalism sort of museum and use megascans.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
s-
see, that's the joy with
yeah.
it, right?
Hmm.
Is now you can use megascans for these simple surface materials and really just play with shapes and
Yeah, yeah,
shadows and where the light is drawing your eye.
yeah. And the megascan quality is so high that it just love your light loves the materials and the other way around. So the information is correct and
Hmm.
it just complements each other.
Yeah, control fan art.
Control fan art.
Dude, I need
Oh,
to play
yeah.
that.
I
I
guess
need to
so.
play
Yeah.
it.
Hey, it was free on Epic, so
Yeah,
I
I
did.
grabbed it,
Same,
but
same. Didn't play it yet.
I need to play it still. As
Same.
with everything that I grab off Epic. Oh, I'll get to it eventually.
Yeah.
Um, but cool. No, this was good. I think where I'm seeing the biggest weakness right now
Hmm.
is exterior lighting. Outside of like the trenches one is kind of exterior lighting, but
Kind of not. Yeah.
yeah, it's like a weird in between reality type of feeling going on.
Yes.
Whereas, like, I think if you were to look at this post-apocalyptic scene again from outside, don't
Yeah.
I wouldn't say redo the relight of your relight, but like trying to get that depth and the volume in your lighting in an
Mm.
outdoor scene it would be really good. I think.
Yeah, you're right. I don't have a lot of exterior studies going on, so I have so many things in my mind and so many things that I still want to do. Like I have so many PureRef files of just reference for projects that I didn't even start. So many things in my head. Also, I'm a big fan of Roger Deakins. The one from Blade Runner.
Hmm.
I would just love to remake some of his scenes.
Dude, man, Blade Runner's visuals are.
Yeah, especially when they are at the what is it called? Wilson something. I'm not sure what it was called, but
Oh, I don't know.
um,
Because I don't. The thing is I watched the movie and I was like, dang, that was impressive visually,
mm,
and I enjoyed it.
yeah,
But
no, I
at the
can.
same time, it's like I didn't know the places they were at was just kind of like taking it in. The Jared Leto Corporation.
Yeah,
That helps me.
well, that's almost something with a W. I don't know.
um, but cool, man. No, this was good. This is a very strong portfolio, and
Thank you.
it sounds like we've found something that you can focus on as well as some brutalist.
Yeah, both brutalism and exterior is both on
Yeah,
the list. Yeah, yeah,
put some brutalism out in the middle of some brutalist structure in the middle of nowhere in
yeah.
some forest.
Oh,
Call it
oh, it's
good.
actually smart. Might combine both. Yeah,
Yeah.
it actually sometimes they do with modern architecture as well, where they have brutalism elements, but they do have some foliage, some trees in the middle of the courtyard and
Mm.
such. It does have a nice effect.
Well, cool, man. I think we're all good here. Unless, do you have any questions?
Um, no, no, I think you covered all. Oh, would it be one piece that I would remove, or
Um,
I think that my weakest one is the exterior lighting one
yeah, but I mean,
and the Egypt scene, but those are just the two oldest as well. I don't
I
know.
think the Egypt scene just doesn't really match the stuff that you're portraying so
True,
far. But I
but
wouldn't
maybe that's
remove
okay.
anything. I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah,
remove anything until maybe you have another scene in here,
yeah, yeah. I agree.
and then it's
Yeah.
like it becomes even more obvious. Like, oh, it's this sticks out even more as something that just doesn't really
Yes.
fit.
Yeah.
And then what I would suggest doing is unpublishing instead of just straight up deleting it because
Yeah.
you know, you can always come back,
Hmm.
or you can. I think what would be really cool is to, instead of unpublishing, is the ability to archive to your blog. I
Okay.
think
Yeah.
that would be really. I don't. Of course, that's not a feature. You'd have to do it manually, but I would love the ability to archive a post, and
It
it
is
pushes
nice
it
to
to your
have your
blog.
journey still visible without
Yeah,
being your portfolio. That's a very good point. Yeah.
yeah, or like a timeline option
Hmm.
where it can show
Yeah.
even unpublished stuff.
Requested.
Oh man! All right, I'll talk to Leo.
Requested on our station.
I'll talk to
Yeah.
Leo. But super cool, man. It was
Yeah.
great
Thank you.
talking to you.
Thank you for the chance.
Yeah, I guess we'll. I'm gonna get to the next one.
Okay.
All right,
Well,
I
good
will
luck.
talk to you later. Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
See ya.